in the books in Ohio, and I'll tell you what, we had some great games. We had some blowouts. We had a few surprises, but most importantly, it is football, and it was fun. You could not beat this. Perfect night to play football, Anthony.
Absolutely, and the weather was good. The football was good, and we were just treated to a lot of very exciting games. So many that we had to wait to start the Electric Scoreboard show because there were some that were just too good to leave.
I'll be honest. Liberty Lakeview, I thought might get lopsided, and all of a sudden it's a whale of a ball game. And then that West Branch Gerard. When I walked in tonight, I told you that was going to be a game, and a couple of you guys looked at me and said, "Oh, West Branch is going to blow them out." They did well, kind of get them at the end, but that was a good ball game. So
it's funny because I think there were just as many people also on the other side that thought Gerard was going to come in and win that game handily because West Branch doesn't have their Steelers anymore, and Gerard's looking so good, and they're so fast. And I've been high on Bo Alzas for a long time, and he's an athlete. He proved it tonight for West Branch.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll go from there. We got one of our guys already piping in, and we love that.
Let's bring him on.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm on. You guys doing good?
Yep, we're doing good.
Talk about your game tonight.
Yeah, I was at the doing the Potter game tonight. They picked up their third win with a win over Salem. Of course, you guys know 28-0. It didn't start out real good. I mean, for them, they fumbled their first possession, punted their next two, and then they finally got on the scoreboard. Next 3 out of 5 possessions, they put points on the board, and that was all done in the second half. Defensively, they came up with 8 sacks, and the defense is really what held this game. You know, they shut out. This is their second shutout of the year. And Salem, I know Salem's a little down this year, but Liverpool coach Cusick got them playing on a high note. I'll tell you.
Gary, the one thing I noticed out of that game, it was a struggle early on, but when that Potter offense kind of got rolling, it just becomes hard to stop, and it's looked that way through the first 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah, they put the total offensive wasn't really high tonight. They got about 240 yards of total offense, only 123 in the air, and then about 101 on the ground. But you're right. When the passing game's what gets them there, and they did a lot more running tonight early in that game, and then when the passing game got open, they took advantage of it from there.
Now, the big thing I'll tell you about that, I've known Coach Cusick for a long time. He's definitely working on something to set another team up. He's like, well, I might do a little more run, and then that team might, we got to pay attention. And you know what he's going to come out and do off that. He's just going to light them up through the air.
Yeah, that's pretty much how this game went. That's what I was thinking when I was calling. It was just kind of like we're running. I think he's trying to throw them off because they know that the Potters have got all their wins off of a lot of passing yards and touchdowns. So he kind of lulled them to sleep and then, boom, hit them with the big stuff.
What has impressed you the most about East Liverpool's start to this season?
Just all the kids playing together. I mean, like I said, the offense has been clicking. I never really get to talk about the defensive side of the ball too much, but they've got kids that are just all over the field. Like I said, 8 sacks tonight as a group. A couple of those kids had 2 sacks on their own. And, the defensive special team scored a touchdown tonight. I mean, they had a 60-yard punt return. They're just doing it in all facets of the game, and that's exactly how you're going to win ball games, by doing that.
I know East Liverpool's had some pretty good defensive teams over the years, but I would think 8 sacks might be right up for a school record.
Yeah, it's got to be close as a team record. I'm going to check into that myself. But yeah, it was a good night. I mean, to get to 3-0, they haven't been that way in a long time. And like I said, the kids are believing in what Cusick wants to do, and it's fun to watch actually. So
3-0, you said kids are believing. Do you notice a difference in the kids, their attitude, the way they're walking, the way they're approaching games now? Because wins bring a lot of confidence.
Yeah, exactly. You can go off their opponent's record. I mean, it's 1-8 of their opponents. There's only 3 games into the season, so you really, I don't take much into that. But the kids are just more confidence they build on getting these wins and the way they're playing. The coaches, they're just going to keep building them up and making, getting them doing the right things. And it's just going to be, it's like I said, it's very fun to watch. And I mean, going into, I don't want to jump ahead. Going in next week, they got their rival Beaver Local, at Beaver Local. So it's going to be a good week of practice for them to get ready for that game.
Oh, it's going to be a dynamite game. I'm already got one circled and waiting for it next week. So, hey, we appreciate you calling in. We're going to let you go. We're going to run down some scores, and we'll hear from a few of our other guys. But we appreciate you calling in tonight, Gary.
All righty, guys, take it easy.
All right, have a good one. But Gary's Liverpool, like he said, after that 3-0 start, the offense has looked good. The defense has looked good and has been very quiet as they've gotten this to kind of start and go through. So let's run down some of the scores as we wait for a few of our other guys to come on into the Joe Dickey Electric scoreboard with us. I know you're getting the scoreboard up for us right now, Anthony. So that's okay.
Why don't we bring up the scoreboard? Brought to you as always by Burnett Pools and Hot Tubs. And great reminder that if you're watching one of our broadcasts and maybe you want to check on the score real quick, real easy to do, and it's all thanks to Burnett Pools and Hot Tubs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's the one thing we appreciate everybody that helps us out here at YSN. And man, you're just like moving that thing around and getting everything ready. All right, you bring it up and I'll go with you on this one. This scoreboard I love. This is brand new, so we will start it.
All right, we are up on the scoreboard.
Here
Just wanted
we
to
go.
show the sponsor there. So
Yeah,
you can
get
see
that
it.
sponsor
Slide
in there.
down.
All right, so we'll start right. We'll just go across the top. Fitch, hey, they bounced back after a tough loss last week, 35-3 over Oak. Good game for the Falcons as they go on the road and get their first road win of the year. Another tough